Before you watch this, you've been warned. Strange Wang, I get scared watching Scooby-Doo, so this film did not like the horror aspects of it. And I'm not a science fiction fellow either, so take that as you will.
Warning, you are not watching Siskel and Ebert.
You are now entering Wang World.
So on top of go back with another video. I'm Strange Wang. Today I have a film review for Brandon Cronenberg's latest movie, Infinity Pool. Before we get to that, we got social media, all that stuff, description box below. Bottom of the video, we got a thanks button. This little heart says thanks next to it. You can't miss it. If you want to donate some of that cash moolah, that cheese, that cheddar, that mozzarella, that Bob De Niro, is greatly appreciated, because the money you're seeing on screen right now, that's not real. That's fake. It's fugazi. We need real money. So if you could donate some of that, we would be appreciative. Isn't that right, DJ Cali?
I appreciate that.
But let's get down to brass tacks. I gave Infinity Pool a 6.3 Wangs out of 10.
Why?
It's an extremely well-made movie. Brandon Cronenberg is a pretty good director because he uses the tools of cinema to give off a effect, to give off a vibe, a feeling, an aura. In this case, made me feel uncomfortable just by using the camera angles and the music choice and things of that nature. Using these tools of cinema to make me feel a certain way without even knowing the story, without even knowing these characters yet. And most directors, they just rely on CGI or the story and acting to get off the emotions and everything. But you can do that, and I want them to do that. Like Brandon Cronenberg, he had great actors and actresses in this film to portray these emotions and feelings and actions. But he also had camera angles working on his side, just to make the details in this film feel better, to put you more in the experience, put you more on the edge of your seat watching this film. And because of that, I got more out of this film, for better or worse.
What that mean?
Because this shit is fucking gross. Brandon, he's following in his father's footsteps for damn sure, because this film is not only visually disgusting, it's morally revolting. I was appalled watching this movie, and that was the fucking point. He wanted to make the audience feel a certain way and put a message in there for them to go home and think about and be like, oh, that movie's so disgusting. Why did they do this? Oh, well, this is why they did that. He basically made a more disgusting version of Clockwork Orange and The Purge into one and threw some, like, I don't know, some gross shit on it. And because of that, it turned me off. It turned me off from the story, the message that this film was supposed to portray, because I'm worried about this fucking nipple and the disgustingness coming out of this nipple going into this person's mouth, or the gratuitous violence in this movie, which I usually never complain about that, but in this film, because it's so real and it feels so personal, it's like, I don't know these people and I don't really like these people, but it's fucking gross and it's it's just fucking gross.
Well spoken, sir.
And I understand why the director did this. Stanley Kubrick, he did in Clockwork Orange, as I mentioned this film before. It has a lot of things that carry over, pay homages to, and what both these films do, they pack in a message and they put all this revolting shit in front of your eyes. So
You gotta earn it!
because if you just give this message of goodness in front of someone's face, it's going to come off as cheesy or uninteresting. It's a movie. You want the fucking movie to be interesting, so that's why you hide it. But I feel like this film, it put too much gross shit, and because of all these gross out scenes, gratuitous violent scenes in this film, it overshadowed it. But what overshadowed the film as a whole was the performances. Mia Goth, to me, best performance to date.
That there's impressive!
To me, I thought this was her best performance to date. It's very commanding. It's very likable. It's an odd likability to her character in the beginning. There's a strangeness to her, and then at the end she's very chilling, very commanding, and she just has a screen presence that I haven't seen from an actress in a very long time. And Skarsgård, he's no slouch himself. He puts on a great performance. more so till the end, puts you in like the audience shoes. However, it's no likability to his character because of what happens at the beginning. The only likable character in this film was his wife, and we don't see her after the first 40-30 minutes of the film. So there's really no one liking this film, but there's a lot of stuff on the screen that you can't look away from, and it's because of the performances. Even in the last 13 months, I would put Mia Goth and Skarsgård in the conversation for some of the best performances I've seen in the last 13 months because they were just that damn good. Okay! But like I said, this film's not for everyone, and I feel like the balance of gross ass shit overriding the story really threw it off and made this film distasteful to Strange Wang. It's not a film I'm going to go back and rewatch. If I have an inkling of a sick ass movie with a good message, I'll watch a Fight Club, a Clockwork Orange, or The Purge. One of those three, I'll pop in the Blu-ray and check those out.
One more thing.
And that is why me, Strange Wang, gave Infinity Pool a 7.3 Wangs out of 10. Let me know in the comment section below thoughts and opinions. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video.
And then what?
Subscribe.